Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Now, I wanted to profile my boy Cody. You guys have seen Cody on the channel before. He had this Dark World list. I was testing Rescue Ace today, and I was just like, yeah, dude, like, you know, there's a couple minor misplays here and a couple minor misplays from him, too, which probably would have changed it. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we could have both just, like, been like, whoa, like, I was just like, I'm going to wall up, and then I was like, oh, I could just nib here, and then, okay, but, and then still gets, you know, top deck mode. Dark Corridor, and we had a great time. Also, I do want to give a shout out to my boy Cody at Heroes and Games.
Shout out.
Funny, yeah, dude. Shout out to you, bro.
Good name, Cody.
Yeah, it is, dude. And he just came up and was like, dude, you saw EP from YouTube? I was like, yeah, dude, I appreciate that. I always love when the people that know me come up to me. I love that. But without further ado, dude, nice 40 card Dark World list. Cody, I'll let you take it away, bro.
All right, well, we got to start with the ultis here.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
And before the comments, I know they're not first ed.
Yeah, dude,
I know.
yeah, dude, it's fine.
They're still gorgeous.
Yeah, insane, dude.
But, yeah, we enjoy them, so.
Also, I want to say, yeah, you got that. The two Silvas, too, I was convinced that one Silva was the move because it's super searchable, but he proved to me when we were playing today that it just was good at two. So.
Yep. Just a good card to have to bounce and rip two from hand, and just not. It's nice to have and not search something else. So, yeah. So two of these.
Yeah, very good. The one brow is completely fine, right? You think so?
One brow now, yeah.
The how now brown cow.
And then the two graphics.
Two graphics, let's go. Best deck, mandatory effect pop.
Really, really good.
Okay.
One of this generic cards. Card's really dumb.
Yeah, that card just makes me depressed. He's just like, hey, dude, and summon, and oh wait, I got the second Silva. I'm sickened. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do in this deck is just playing this card, searching this with a Silva in hand, and just discarding this, and then it's just really good.
And then you're off to the races.
Yeah.
Yep. And then two of these guys, he's really good.
Yeah, rain dudes.
Yep, searches Grapho.
You didn't miss
Silva.
the third one, eh?
Nah,
Yeah.
I think three's kind of too much.
Yeah, right. Same with Grapho.
There is like a certain ratio you got to run this deck. Still trying to perfect it a little bit, but I'm getting kind of close.
Because originally I thought the 3 rainbow 1 Silva, but he was just like, nah, bro, he's hard draw Silva, and then search the second one. I'm just like, whoa, I lost.
Yeah, because you got to remember you draw quite a bit in this deck.
Yeah, insanely.
And you just kind of draw into what you need half the time.
I think this is the best card in the deck.
Yeah, he's insane.
Genta.
There's a lot you could say about him, but he just does everything that you need. So he gets the deck rolling, gets field presence, gets your hand presence. He just does a lot. So Snow, one of the best, if not the best.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yep, she can search herself, which is really good. Randomly,
and it's not a once per turn.
Yep.
Not once per turn. Yeah, very few cards in this deck is once per turn.
Yeah,
that's what makes it really, really good. So,
yeah,
this guy's really good.
That card is, bro. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
You have 4 field spells. You can bounce.
Zephyros.
You know, whatever you need. It's just it ends up just kind of working out for you.
So one thing that was funny about the Zephyros too is I wasn't realizing, like I was telling you, I was playing Rescue Ace today, and when he Zephyros bounces back the field spell, the gates, it triggers Fire Attacker to draw 2, discard 1, and I just wasn't thinking about that when it happened, because whenever your opponent adds a card from deck to hand, or from a card to hand, except by drawing it. So I was like, oh yeah, dude, I can just trigger Fire Attacker, let's go. And then I still just got turboed. Evenly Match is just really good though, right? Like,
yeah, there was one time, dude, my whole field just like face down, see you later.
Yeah, we had a bunch of simplified game states though. It wasn't just like, you know, he did blow me out a couple games, but it was just like, you know,
shout out.
Yeah, shout out. But you know, we traded that back and forth. But I really like the simplified game states. It's really cool. This deck in a simplified game state is just way better than most decks, I feel like, because you're just like, wow. And then he top decked Dark Corridor 2 turns in a row, and I was like, cool. Continue. Yeah.
The secret ingredient is cheating. No. And then like, the one updaters that I run are these guys. I keep him in just kind of utility.
Thunderbird's broken, bro.
He's kind of cool for just random back row removal.
Yeah, pop extinguish. I'm sick.
And he's just a level 8, so you can just rank with him. He's really good.
He's huge.
This summons from deck to summon like a level 4 if you need it for like Dugaris, or like a level 8. Suit is really good because it's just automatically field presence, and then that's a level 4, which is kind of good, and it can draw you one even if it gets discarded. It sucks because sometimes your opponent can draw, you know, it sometimes helps them, but honestly, with the way that you kind of control your opponent's hand, it just almost doesn't matter. But yeah, they're really good. I like this ratio a lot.
Yeah, dude. I don't think you ever like bricked on it once, like.
No. And then just more of these guys. I mean, just dealing with your opponent's field and then pushing for game. He's 3,000
Big
attack. Like under skill drain, he's really good.
Yeah, he is. And
he's a level 8.
Yeah.
So.
Also, one time I had to actually extinguish a Bigfoot, and I was just like, wow, what a fucking waste. You know what I mean? I was just like, this is just trash. Yeah, I like Preventer to Dugaris, and I was just like, well, he has Such, this, Dugaris set.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it was just, card's just good. It just, for no reason, it's just the plus ones are insane. So I think his ratio is perfect too. I don't think I'd change anything about it if I played the deck personally. So.
Yep, 2 of the big toes, and then I run 3 of these guys.
Yeah, dude, just
This guy's really good. He's
He
a
is,
fiend,
dude.
so he works with the field spell, and he also specials from Graves, so you can get like more rank 4 or rank 8 manipulation. And he's got good attack. Like he's just a decent danger all around.
Yeah, that
so.
card's incredible.
I mean, if you're looking for space, you can try running 2 and seeing how it works out. But 3 so far has been pretty good. So
Yeah, I think 3 would be the move.
yeah, and then obviously I run 3 of these because it floats, draws,
Yeah,
does
Nessie is
everything you need.
insane. Yeah.
It's not much to say there. Plus he's good defense. If you have like skill drain up, you can just wall with him.
Yeah, dude, BLS Link.
That too. This card, pretty
yeah,
broken.
yep.
Don't really need to say much on that.
Bend in
Absolutely
half,
should
dude.
run it.
Yeah.
And then some more one-ofs. These cards are really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, just obviously, these 2 you can search. This card ends up being pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Go ahead,
random discard outlet, and then you end up discarding
Just a
off Dark
library.
World stuff
Yeah.
so much that
Yeah.
the draw 2 just happens almost immediately. So it's really, really good.
So the archives too. Like I've just been a big proponent of just not playing archives. But when I was playing him today, I was just like, this card's just a fucking problem. Like I was just like, you know what I mean? Like a couple times I had to actually deal with it just to be like, this is just, I don't know what's going on here. But the one-ups too, like I still think personally you only need one of the fusion. Personally, the thrust too. You know what I mean? Talents, and then the super poly. Usually there's a lot, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, I was surprised you only had 1 in there.
Yeah, right. But he
Yeah, as
just,
much as you draw.
yeah, because like there was a couple times like Cody went first and fucking ended on like 12 cards in deck, and I was just like,
Yeah, one time I decked myself out.
yeah, dude, yeah. There was one game pan to me, bro. There was one game I actually won because I walled up and he had no cards left in
If I
deck.
had one more turn, it could have been probably better.
Yeah,
but
it probably would have, but
yeah. What are you
it
gonna
is
do?
what it is. Yeah, but I think this is perfect, right? Like you wouldn't
Yeah,
change anything yet.
Yeah, I enjoy all of these.
Yeah.
I mean, and what's really cool about this, something like kind of cheesy you can do with that,
Yeah,
with
the
Ceruli,
Ceruli,
is
yeah.
just, it's absolutely broken. So when you activate Ceruli and you special on your opponent's turn, it counts obviously as their monster activating effect. So the play is you discard this, then you makes you discard Silva off your opponent's effect because your opponent controls it. So then you discard your opponent sets 2 to the bottom of their deck from their hand, and then that makes this live. So then you can look at their hand, and then you can get another card from it. So it's 3 cards from their hand. It's just super good. And then if you summon, obviously Grapha, then you have another way to pretty much clear their whole hand. So it's really, really good.
One thing I want to talk about too is that's kind of cool is like this deck has a really good matchup against Rescue Ace. That becomes like one of the better decks because Impulse just has no window ever to do anything. I was just like, bro, I'm insane. Like, you know what I mean? Against any other deck, I was just like, this is fine. Like, I would just Impulse and then, do whatever. But none of his guys do anything. They're just huge. And I was just like, okay, so that's
Yeah.
cool. I have to
It's like-
extinguish the fusion. You contain it, you know what I mean? I have to deal with this card so many times. Like, and then he has the, well, we'll get into the other cards, but it's just, and I think the 2 corridors is probably pretty good.
Yeah. I've been testing 2. I'm gonna try to test 3
Yeah.
and see how it feels. 2's been pretty good. They haven't clogged. I've drawn them pretty good amount just by how much this deck
Back
draws.
to back top deck mode too.
Yeah, going back to back.
Back to back.
And we have 2's, I think a minimum. 3 is up for debate. So
Yeah.
3 of this card, very good. No, do not cut this ever.
Yeah, that's
One of the best cards.
yeah, dude, that's Zephyros' game.
And then just the other one of traps. I mean, this card deals with half the meta easily, probably more. And then this card should be banned, so obviously we should run it.
It deals with the other half of the meta.
Yeah, it deals
and, like,
with
yeah.
everything.
Because
So,
like the thrust, like you said with the talents, the thrust just sets this after they Ceruli, set the EEB.
yeah.
The skill drain too, like there was a couple times like he hard opened it like original like first turn, like he set a couple cards and I was like, one of those is fucking skill drain, bro. And I was just like, And like Rescue Ace, like I said, I was playing that deck, and like it just has a fucking hard time with skill drain, dude. So
Yeah, a lot of decks do.
it does. Like you almost have to you have to Underworld Goddess off the Grapha Fusion or make Access Code banish itself just to get rid of the fucking skill drain, and you wasted 4 fucking monsters for that. And then if you don't have Evenly, then you're just fucking hosed. So, you know what I mean? But it was really cool. The reason I was bringing this to you is just because, like, I just thought, like, this ratio, if you guys want to play, like, more, like,
combo.
you know, budget decks or whatever. Not that this is budget at all, but, you know what I mean? It's just, like, when I think the first match we were playing, you had Skill Drain. I was like, how many of those do you play? And he was like, 1. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, you draw so much. In your deck that
like you're
it's
just
kinda
like insane. The danger ratio is perfect. I think you can continue with the extra deck.
Yeah, here's the cheesy trap card.
Yeah, dude, sick.
So extra deck, I think you definitely need to run 2 of these guys.
Yeah, have to play 2.
Just for the fact that when you use one, that the quick play fusion spell, you can discard a card to add it back to hand, so you can use it multiple times. But 2 is really good.
Yeah, the quick play fusion too to discard in the simplified game state is just broken. Like you know what I mean? Because like you would have like Grapha or Grapha and Rainbow, and then just be like discard, add back, summon, add, and I was just like, oh, fuck.
You got your super poly targets.
Yeah.
That's kind of flexible depending on what your locals and meta's like.
Yeah,
But,
whatever you
these are
wanna
like super generic, so pretty decent. So onto the links. So this card's really good because
Insane.
you can kind of combo it with Ceruli. So zone placement is pretty important. So if you're placing, you know, Ceruli right here, you want to make sure you summon Akashic. Akashic targets this and bounces it back to your hand, and then you can discard it again because you know you're always bouncing silver or whatever for Graph or Rainbow. So it's super good.
Yeah, and that's like you can reuse Brow too multiple times. That's why I don't think you need more than one for like that aspect. You know what I mean? If you really want to draw another card and just be like, well, my hand's insane. Like continue, bro.
This card's just utility card. It's pretty good.
You guys know that card. That's why
Random.
Grinder Golem's fucking banned.
Yeah.
Sick.
Muckracker, really good. It's important to note that you can't use it as a fuse or a link material when you summon it, and it locks into fiends. But you know the deck is primarily fiends, so it's not too much of a problem. Really good card though, because you can special summon like a snow, bounce it with Grapha or Rainbow, and then you know use it to search again. So
the one thing too I want to note when we were playing that one match, so there was one match that Cody would have beat me if he just used Muckracker, but he was afraid of the nib.
Yeah.
And I think one thing about this deck is you just always should just go all in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Like if they nib you, cool. Like that's whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it is what it is. So, yep, should have done it on that one, but it's all good. So, Dark, obviously really good. There's a couple times where I was playing as Dragon Link and I could have reborned his Boral.
Yeah,
Borland, yeah. It's really good.
Wardle here.
Wardle here. So, and then this guy's pretty good. I don't summon him a ton, but he's just got a lot of niche uses and a lot, like some decks just have a really hard time outing him.
Yeah, this card's just really good against Labyrinth. So.
So,
Also,
pretty
it's
good.
Earth.
That's cool. Another Earth monster, Saryuja.
That card's just.
You know, 2 of the effects are super good. So, you know, drawing 4 cards in this deck is obviously really good, especially when you get into your side deck and stuff.
You guys play Inferni Archfiend or?
So onto the last part of the extra deck is the ranks. So here's the rank 4. Baguska, really good versus a lot of decks right now.
Also, it's a fiend for the field spell.
Yep. And then this card just shuts down this deck, but you know a couple other decks.
Tyr is still very real, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah. And then the last rank 4, but probably the best rank 4 is this guy. I mean, I feel like if you resolve this card, you have probably
you don't
a 90+
lose the game.
I
think it's 99%. I had to deal with this card every time I saw 2 4s. I was just like, because he was like Choop, Genta, and I was just like, I'm sad. And then I had to fucking deal with it immediately. So I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's also a fiend.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason why I like playing the level 4 dangers is because it just combos with these guys, and mainly this guy so well.
And we could also, so for one, well, I'll talk about the extra deck at the end of this. You can continue with this. There's a couple things we'll mention about it.
And then the Coach King, he's really good,
That's
especially
that
in
card.
time, dude. Like
That card,
he's
dude,
almost.
just-
I don't even need to explain, but I mean, drawing
just
three,
continue. Yeah,
potentially
they know.
taking damage. Like he
Draw 3, your opponent takes 24, and you're just like, see you later.
yeah, he's a phenomenal card. If this thing resolves, yeah, you're probably winning the game. And then because we play talents, and then obviously other ranks, Zeus is really good.
Absolutely.
So, and that's the main and the extra deck.
So I want to say a couple things about the extra deck. So obviously this is like what we were testing, or what Cody was testing against me today. I played Dragon Link and I played Rescue Ace. We played I think like 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah.
One of our matches took an hour and 12 minutes. But obviously this is like subject to change. Whatever you want to do with it. You don't have to play super quality. You could play other shit. You could play fucking. Avermax, you could play Access Code, you could, you know what I mean, that
There's
kind
flex
of stuff.
spots for sure.
It's all, yeah, but this is just all he needed when we were playing today. So, you know what I mean. So just wanted to, why aren't you playing this? That's why I'm telling you this now. So,
Yep, try it out. It's a lot of fun.
yeah, it's insane, dude. I was just like, hey, we're gonna play Dark World, dude. You know what I mean? I was just like, Two Silvas, huh? Anyways, dude, you got anything else to add?
Nah, it's a fun deck, so hopefully you guys
Yeah,
enjoy.
insane, dude. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
You guys let me know in the comments what other decks you guys want me to do. I also might just do my own spin on this if you guys want me to do it. Cody's going to buy Quarter Century Secret Rare Dark Corridors and then give me his. So, yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Cheers.